We went there. We went there next. And you landed at Normandy, you climbed the walls, the hills, and all the rest, and you didn't get a chance to go home. That was 5 years ago when we went there. Our purpose is to be thanking the veterans. Not to attend an event, but to thank the veterans. So, and they were just so fabulous and so courageous. So this was 5 years ago. So if they were 18, 19, at the time, they were around 20, they're around 89, 90 at the time.
Madam Speaker.
Yes, ma'am.
Looking ahead to next week and votes that are anticipated for contempt, have you made decisions about any penalty mechanisms that you would like to see? And then more broadly, are you feeling...
But you get impeached and it's an indictment. Bye-bye, Birdie.
And that was risk-taking for him to be, shall we say, begging to differ on the subject of the treatment of Jews in Europe, as well as entering the United States, and as well as establishing a country, a Jewish state in Palestine. But in our heart, the American people...
I see in some metropolitan journals and on some TV that we are trying to find our way or unsure about. Make no mistake. We know exactly what path we're on. We know exactly what actions we need to take. And while that may take more time than some people want it to take, I respect their impatience. It's a beautiful thing, and it's important to our country, because there's great grief and sadness and pain in our country about the behavior of this President of the United States, calling a Russian assault on our elections a hoax, treating Mexico like an enemy, attacking a woman's right to choose. The list goes on and on, but that's policy. Russian thing is not policy. That is either you're honoring your oath of office or you are not. But in order to go down that path, we're following the facts. We'll take them where they lead us, and as we go down that path, we will be as strong as we can be. There is no controversy or try this, try that. We are on a path.
We've got the Speaker of the House of Representatives openly saying she wants to put Donald Trump in jail. And for what? What's the crime? What has Trump done that would warrant being sent to jail?
Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi telling fellow Democrats that, guess what, she wants to see President Trump in prison. And President Trump firing back, as you can imagine. Roll tape.
I think she's a disgrace. I actually don't think she's a talented person. I've tried to be nice to her because I would have liked to have gotten some deals done. She's incapable of doing deals. She's a nasty, vindictive, horrible person.
Well, there you have it. That's the president's response. Joining us now, our good friend Herman Cain. Good to see you this morning, Herman.
Thanks, Ashley.
Thank you. The president had strong words for the speaker there, as you could see. Was he out of line?
No, he was not out of line. They haven't gotten anything done since Democrats took control of the House of Representatives. Secondly, she has done everything to try and obstruct this president, and she is totally in denial. Let me give you the biggest example. Look, I don't agree with name calling. I try to stay away from it because I have been called a lot of names. But in this case, how else is he going to be able to get his words replayed if he doesn't say something even more outrageous than she?
Yeah.
The southern border crisis is a crisis, and she and the Democrats are totally in denial. So that is the disgrace, because they don't want to do anything to fix the problem, because it might make it look like President Trump is showing leadership, which he is.
And I hate to say this, but I think, not hate, that's a strong word, but Bill de Blasio, the New York mayor, said that, listen, the Democrats have to get away from this stuff and start focusing on the issues that matter to people, health care, education, so on. I have to agree with him, but as long as the Democrats stay on this path, surely that plays into the president's hand in 2020.
I believe so, and here's why. I travel a lot, as you know, Ashley. All of the Trump supporters, none of them are defecting. You have a lot of people that were in the middle who are moving to the Trump side for 2020. So if the Democrats stay on this path in terms of all of this nasty, negative stuff that they're talking about, impeachment, the president going to jail, neither of which is going to happen, yes, I think they're going to drive a lot of independents to the Trump side, and worse, and even worse for Democrats, a lot of Democrats are going to simply stay home.
Very quickly, Herman, we're out of time. I want to ask you about the jobs report. A big issue for employers these days is just not enough qualified people out there, and so these jobs go unfilled. How would you address that?
I would address that by having internally, if I was still running a big company, internally you need to have some job training courses. You need to have some job training activities going on inside your company. That's not going to go away. Right. A lot of people are reluctant to go find a new job because they don't know how to find a new job, and they don't know how to improve their skills. I would focus on retraining massively. That's what employers need to do.
Very good. We'll have to leave it there. Herman Cain, as always, thank you so much for
up. But first, remember the reaction to these chants of lock her up.
Seems a little banana Republican to me. It's something that you're not used to hearing in this country. We don't lock up our political opponents.
It could have created violence, that it's kind of hate speech.
We're painting a picture of our country that I did not recognize. Well, joining us now to sort it all out, Democratic strategist Richard Goodstein and Fox News contributor Katie Pavlich. Welcome to you both.
Good to see you. Hey, Shannon.
Okay, so there's a lot of talk about what the position the speaker is in now. The Washington Post, under the headline, Pelosi tells colleagues she wants to see Trump, quote, in prison, not impeached. They say this: Pelosi's resistance has infuriated the party's left flank, which has used more pointed language to criticize her leadership in recent days. Katie, it sounds like there's really a little bit of push and pull going on with her in the House Judiciary Chair, of course, where this would start, Jerry Nadler.
Well, this has been the big question from the beginning about whether Speaker Pelosi could keep her caucus together. Now, if she's talking about taking the president away in handcuffs, wishing that he was in prison after he leaves the White House, then Democrats are still banking on this Russian narrative that completely fell apart when Mueller released his report. There wasn't a single crime that was named in his report that can be prosecuted. And I just want to point out that Trump supporters weren't chanting lock her up because Hillary Clinton was simply a political opponent. They were chanting that because she shared top secret classified information on an unsecure private illegal server that put lives in jeopardy. And the FBI gave her special treatment. We're not going to rehash all of that tonight. But there was a legitimate reason for them saying those things. It wasn't just simply because she was a political opponent.